So why the fuck are people supporting the illegal immigrants? This is fucking beyond stupid at this point. I mean, yes, people say, oh, well, you're white, your ancestors were illegal. Well, yes, that was true, but at first the natives let the whites in with open arms. Plus, people fail to understand that I'm also part Cherokee, so yes, I'm aware of this. I'm aware of history, but it's sad the genocides happen. That's horrible that my Cherokee ancestors had to endure that shit, but I agree. Now, people are just, when they say, oh, open the borders. So basically they want the fucking Sinaloa cartel from Mexico to come in, the Somali pirates, the jihadists from all over the world that are radical Mohammedans, because Muslim means true believer and they don't believe in truth. They want them coming in, all these people that were criminals coming in from their nations and drug lords and whatnot. I mean, that's just fucking stupid. We should open our borders to the people that are willing to come in legally, get their papers, gain entrance through legal methods. I mean, I guess if, say, someone doesn't have the money to get visas or a passport or something, or they have children that are crippled or mentally handicapped, or because, like, I'm autistic or something, or, like, they're not high functioning for their disability, or they're blind or deaf or something, and their country doesn't have good health care or good medicine, and you know they're not going to be criminals or anything, and you can check to make sure they're not doing it, then yeah, give them entrance, I guess. If they came in illegally, I guess give them a pass, but check on them, maybe a probationary period for mitigating circumstances, or if their nation, they had genocide committed against them in their nation, like say they were a persecuted Christian or persecuted for their religion in their nation. To keep them under watch, though. Those are my views. Those are my fucking opinions. I'm not racist. I'm not a white supremacist. I'm not Aryan Nation. I'm not KKK. I don't like those fuckers, but these are my views, and that's another reason I do not like the Democratic Party at all. If you're a Democrat, we can still be friends, but just don't push your leftist ideology on me. I won't push my right-wing ideology on you. We can agree to disagree on certain things. I mean, here's another thing I'm not going to mention in this video, but I feel no one has a right to kill an unborn child unless the woman's going to die or permanently be harmed from her pregnancy. But yeah, that's me. No one needs to be cut up or have their brains vacuumed out. Nobody. No innocent person does. Those are biblical views, and even if you don't believe in that, that's just unethical. So, well, I'm going to mention I decided to change my mind, but yeah, that's another reason why I'm a conservative. I already mentioned why I'm Republican prior to this, about how the Democrats forming the KKK because they couldn't keep their slaves in 1865, and how Dwight Eisenhower's Republican and integrated the schools, and the Democrats try to prevent that in Little Rock, Arkansas, and how Ronald Reagan made Martin Luther King Day a national holiday, and how he defeated the Soviet Union, which, well, that's not anti-black, but shows he was willing to help foreigners too, eliminate a threat to America. And how Joe Biden gave a eulogy for a fucking exalted cyclops of the Klan named Robert Byrd, which is horrible. And he said to work at Dunkin' Donuts, or I think to be there, you have to have a slight Indian accent. And he said they're going to throw blacks in chains to Republicans, which is bullshit. No one of us would do that. And he opposed civil rights. So yeah, that's similar to what I said why I'm Republican, but yeah. And Martin Luther King was Republican too. I'm not trying to speak for African Americans or any other minority community. I'm just providing an opinion for why we are not the racist ones as conservatives. But back to the illegals thing. If you don't know, if, like, say you're in a house and some stranger walks in, you're not aware of what their intent is. They could be very good or they could be very bad. So that's why we need to have our borders secure so the right ones can get in. That's just common fucking sense, really. I mean, if you walked into your house and a stranger came in the door and you don't know how they got in, they didn't appear to be armed or have a weapon, would you be concerned? Because I sure as hell would. I don't know about y'all, but yeah. These are my views. This is not racism against Hispanics or Africans or Asians or any other culture. Plus, whites are immigrants too, so yeah. A Ukrainian can also be illegal in America. Most aren't. Well, I don't know the statistics, but yeah. And instead of funding these foreign nations like Biden and Camel Toe Harris did and Obama and the Clintons did, why don't we just focus on helping our own fellow Americans? Because when the hurricanes hit, people got less than 1,000 and they were fucking denied. All during Biden's presidency. We defund the police, which is going to fucking make the community less safe, obviously. I mean, there are bad cops. Police brutality is a major threat to a lot of people, but it's not as uber constant as people make it out to be. But yeah. This is going to go on with another rant. Be ready. Be prepared, people. I think the police, their body cams need to constantly be on, so that way they can't turn them off, and if there's foul play and brutality done, they can see the full story, and they should be required to show that in court, and the media should fucking be required to do it. So that way it's not all as foul play or brutality, too. That's some accountability, too, that needs to be introduced into the system. I'm tired, so yeah.